So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's KWILL504's. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 55.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Here, 21. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. 5.
Throwing now is Breeze. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. The Bills send the punter out. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. To throw, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make the score 14-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Taco Charlton just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a give, right side. Swift. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now Breeze. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The Bills send the punter out. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Grant. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A first update now from Cincinnati. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. First down, Winston. Now a short one to Gesicki. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. So after the INT, it's Breeze. And Graham's got it, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Beasley, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, Find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Breeze now under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now Balazs. Room here to run. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On 1st down, Drake, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Joker.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
White 25. Green, triple T. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's hard try. Mike by 4. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
3rd and long for Winston. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43.
Tighten up.
From the gun, Winston. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
At the 18-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
3 down, 3 down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerome Baker able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Here we go, 21. Hey, kill. 11.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. The connection made. It's Graham. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
You're good. I'm 4. Ready. 55. Under. Here we go. He's coming. Double up.
Now a play fake. Breeze. And this one caught by Beasley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Check three. Hey, kill. 13.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 48. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. Over. Hey, switch gears.
49, check 49.
11.
Breeze going to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack?
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. 15 yards on the play. First down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And this is caught. It's Parker. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Jameis now on 1st down. Now a short one to Gesicki, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay,
and he fires one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
You're good. 5-4, ready. 5-9.
Breeze now on 1st down. It's caught by Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Breeze, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check, check, check. 52, go, go.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready. Back, we get that. I got one. Hey.
On first down, Drake. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. Slam. Anyway.
Let's go. It's time to play.
Winston. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Crunch time, defense. Undercrunch. Sammy.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He completes it to Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, kill.
Breeze now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready. 5-9.
Mike 5-5. Let's go, D.
Jim. Under. Jim.
Play action. Breeze. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. 5-1.
Breeze to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21.
Let's go. And the Bills, 1st down.
Check nickel. Good.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Breeze. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and that's complete to Brown. And all the way down to the 5. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Sammy.
Again, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him for a loss on the play. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw is Breeze. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Big Ed. Easy, opposite.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2.
Let's get it together, defense.
Now Breeze. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's pick it up. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Parker unable to get that one.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Whip. Wait, kill.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Check 99. Check 99.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and goal, Drake, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
Shift. Wait, hold up.
A give running right, Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Check. We go even.
Right back to Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Miami, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.